The SVD, officially the Snajperskaya Vintovka Systemi Dragonova Obrazda 1963, or Sniper Rifle System of Dragonov, model of the year 1963, is a 4-star RF that's only available from normal and heavy production. The SVD was developed between 1958 and 1963, being selected as the winner of a contest between 3 designers, Sergei Simonov, Alexander Konstantinov, and Yevgeny Dragonov, with Simonov's prototype being rejected and Konstantinov's design being simple and cheap, but less accurate, durable, and reliable, leading to Dragonov's win. The SVD was designed to be a squad support weapon in long-range engagements. The SVD also has a number of similarities to the AK family of assault rifles, but this is due to the standardization of firearms for the Red Army. The SVD was primarily used by Red Army designated marksmen at the motorized infantry rifle platoon level. Due to this, it was made to be light, at least compared to similar precision rifles, as well as being auto-loading for volume of fire over being precise. These marksmen would usually target valuable targets and assets, such as officers, radio operators, vehicle crews, other marksmen, machine gun teams, anti-tank teams, and so on. Once every infantry platoon of the Warsaw Pact countries were equipped with at least one marksman, it was found that they were to have a 50% chance of hitting a standing person at 800 meters and an 80% chance at 500 meters. Since the SVD was used for such an extended period of time, as well as being adopted by multiple countries, there are multiple variants of it. You have the usual ones that are chambered in a different caliber, civilian models, or were equipped with night vision. But you also have ones such as the SVD-S, a shorter variant, the SVU, a bullpup variant, and the SVD-M, a modern variant. Also, the SVD is able to have a bayonet attached, even though it is a designated marksman rifle. The SVD is a gas-operated, rotating bolt, semi-automatic marksman rifle, firing the 7.62 by 54mm R cartridge from a 10-round detachable box magazine at 30 rounds a minute, out to a range of 800 meters with a scope. In her character art drawn by Coney, SVD wears a gray, collared, button-up jacket underneath a black and red fur-trim cloak, a black skirt with a red and white stripe, mismatched lengths for her black socks, which appear to have drawstrings at the top, a leather pouch on the middle of her left thigh, leather boots with a cuff at the top, and that also looked too big for her, a red cape, black fingerless gloves, a wedge, a badge on her left shoulder, an aiguillette, and a Pelican gun case with multiple stickers, SVD engraved on it, and is attached with a red strap. She holds her SVD with both hands and her finger is on the trigger. The SVD she wields appears to be an early variant as it has wood furniture, though the PSO-1 scope does seem to be placed too far back and the foregrip seems a bit small. In her voice lines, voiced by Tanaka Minami, who also voices Hinata Okino in Assassination Classroom, Junko Heiki in High School Fleet, Lily Hoshikawa in Zombieland Saga, yes she does voice Lily in the collab too, Nako Sunao in Hattori Bochi, Shalsa in Killing Slimes for 300 Years, Himeno Toyokawa in Let's Make a Mug 2, Yameichi in Akiba Maid War, Nido Chris and Valkyrie Ortland in FGO, April in Arknights, and Tendo Alice in Blue Archive. SVD enjoys assisting the commander.
指揮官、今日は私が協力する。感謝しなさい。こんな扱いをされるとは。まあ、いいだろう。どう？やっぱり私じゃないとダメでしょ？今まで気がつかなかったなんて。式ではあまり緊張しないように。私？もちろん大丈夫。今日の予定は何だ？仕事は順調か？心配させないでくれよ。そう、もっと私を頼っていい。また忘れ物？まったく、いつも私のようなエリートに探させないで。私があんたの癖を知ってるからよかったけど。ほら。新人が来たか？後で私に挨拶に来るように。
Like some RFs, SVD's main role is to boost her own rate of fire for a short period of time. Her tiles only affect HGs, reducing their skill cooldown by 15%, and is best positioned on tiles 1, 4, or 7. At level 10, her skill, Assault Focus, actively has SVD boost her own rate of fire by 65% for 5 seconds. Passively, when she has the 7N14 ammo equipped, SVD's attacks against armored enemies deal 10% extra damage, and this instance can bypass armor and get crits. This has a 5-second ICD and 8-second NCD. Without equipment, SVD's skill raises her rate of fire to 61. When fully linked at level 100 and maxed out, SVD has 80 HP per link for a total of 800, consumes 55 ammo and 90 rations, deals 130 damage, has 33 evasion, 80 accuracy, 37 rate of fire, 7 move speed, a 40% crit rate, and deals 150% damage on crit. SVD is able to equip telescopic sights, hollow sights, red dot sights, suppressors, AP ammo, microchips, rangefinders, and capes. The recommended equipment for SVD is her special equipment, the 7N14 ammo, which was only available as a monthly login reward, though that will be changing in the future due to an upcoming game mode in the CN server. A 5-star scope, and a 5-star cape. This gives her plus 4 damage, plus 48% crit rate, plus 25% crit damage, plus 180 armor pen, and the previously mentioned passive skill effect. This brings her to 134 damage, 88% crit rate, 175% crit damage, 195 armor pen, which I believe is one of the highest in the game, and the passive skill effect. SVD stands among the greats of the ROF buffing RFs, the others being M14, especially with her mod, and WA2000. Her stats are pretty decent, though being lower than WA2000 since she's a lower rarity, and doesn't have the second skill of M14 mod, but she can still hold her own. Her skill boosts her rate of fire to be higher than the base rate of fire of Mark 12, who has the highest base rate of fire of the RFs, even with Mark 12's skill being active, and has a pretty decent passive from her spec, not to mention the armor pen that she also gets. If there were any cons for SVD, I'd say that the existence of WA2000 and M14 mod do put a damper on her usage, as they are decently better than her. The spec is not obtainable at the moment, though it will be obtainable from a future game mode, but that's probably not until a year from now, at least for the global server, and she has less damage than about half the other RFs. Overall, I'd recommend raising her as she's pretty good, but there are some better options out there. Thank you for watching. Please follow my Twitter for updates. I also stream and are currently streaming Okami, and please check out my other Arknights and Azure Lane videos as well.